Perfect. Love it. Sweet. Thanks, man. Okay. Hello. How are you guys? Let's get this started. Excellent. Welcome, welcome. We are nearing the end of September. Can anyone believe it? Anyone still feel like we're in June somehow? Well, not the weather as much. Man. Yeah, football. Now it feels, yep. You got football in the air. Feels good. Excellent. Well, we've got a couple things we want to move forward on. And first, want to say thank you to Parrish with your inspection pros.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you brought the bagels that you can see up there in the front. Do you want to tell us real quick a little bit about yourself?
Of course.
Yep, come up here.
I've been in business for 17 years. I've been a preferred vendor at Keller Williams for a while. I was at the Sugar House. Is this working? I was at the Sugar House location for about, I think, 10 or 11 years, something like that in a row. So I've had a good relationship with Keller Williams over the years, and yeah, I moved out here, and so I just got a preferred vendorship here, and I'm just looking forward to being a part of what you guys are doing here, and kind of joining the team, as it were, and hopefully, you know, I can answer any questions you guys have about home inspection services, you know, anything along those lines. Do you guys have any questions so far, or have I just completely?
Most people have questions on prices.
On prices.
Yep.
Well, I know I'm not the most expensive. I know I'm not the cheapest. I try to stay kind of in that range, you know. So I have, if you guys, you can text me. I've got some rat cards up here. If you guys take a picture of it, however you guys take information on your phones, I've got, just send me a text, and I've got, cause I offer like a variety of services. So, like I put things that most of my packages that I do is like I do a home inspection, and then I do a sewer line inspection with that. So I do sewer line inspections, mold tests, meth tests, radon tests. I typically will just do a radon test for very cheap when somebody gets a package. So for your standard size homes, like say under 2,400 square feet, I'll do the home inspection and a sewer line inspection for $525. Okay, so regular home inspection, typically under 2,400 square feet, is about $375. So that's right in kind of that range where you're probably, okay, that's not, you know, should be hopefully right in that range you guys are thinking. Yeah, for I'm a master certified home inspector too. So after 17 years, I've finally decided to go for that. I think it was, are you guys familiar with certifications and things like that for home inspectors? You know, it's kind of the wild, wild west for home inspectors out there. Any one of us here could just go and get a business license, create a name for a home inspection company, and you're now a home inspector in Utah. So there's no licensing, certifications, anything like that that's required for home inspectors. So a certification is a good thing. I think that's the primary thing to look for. And I guess kind of a notch above that would be a master certified. Okay. So there's probably, you know, a handful of home inspectors that have that. These are the guys I would probably recommend most that you kind of look into, and then maybe prices from there on. Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting to know some of you guys and working with you guys and providing an excellent service.
Excellent. Thank you, Parrish.
You bet.
All right, we've got a few things we want to remind you about. Make sure that you've got on your schedules. Family reunion. This is the early bird, ends on September 6th. Yes. So basically, we have through the end of September. This is why we want to make sure that you know. Use the code there through to get tickets for $675, and then by the end of this month. Oh, let's see. Actually, I thought, unless that's changed, this says November 1st. I thought it was the end of September, and then it rises up another $100. So it's kind of a tiered thing. Yeah. Yep. Just give Gary Keller a call. Yeah.
Oh, we can?
Yeah. Just call him. Yeah. He'll make an exception for you. Yeah. Yep. Okay, but the point is this one's close right here in Vegas, and we're gonna do some fun things and make it fun for the group that goes down. And apart from that, yes, it's fun, but it also is a benefit to your business and energizing, especially the beginning of the year when usually most people are ready to kick things off and put some energy into their business. So put this on your schedule. Definitely worth the cost, and it will be awesome and fun too. Okay. Referral contest. This is coming to a close, right? Do you want to talk about this? Do you want to come up here and talk about it? She's like, no, I want to sit here and talk about it.
So we're on our last week of the referral contest. I think that sometimes for referrals, we overthink them a little bit. We kind of want their buy-in before you give them to me. But if you have anyone in your contacts right now that you think would be a good fit for Keller Williams, send me the name. Leave the conversation, the talking all up to me. Just forward them over to me and I can let them know that you've had a good experience with them and you recommended that I contact them. So don't overthink it. Just go through your contacts, look through it. We have prizes for every level. So just one name gets you a gift card. So send me names, please.
Absolutely. So one way to think about that is think about the last deal you did with another agent, or the last 3 that you did. Those 3 agents, think of which one, unless they are a completely horrible person. And maybe one of those is that, like, yeah, there was one of those. Then go ahead and send that info right here to Steph, and that will enter you into the mega drawing, which is $1,000 and other prizes as well. So anything else on that?
I think that somebody, I think it was said that lunch with Tyler is enough for her.
Oh, she's sweet. That is sweet. All right. So this is, if you didn't know, we've got our hippity hop TikTok. I don't know. That's what the cool people call it, right? You're like, actually, no, you sound like an idiot. So scan this. If you guys are on TikTok, then find KW South Valley and follow. Steph has been doing some really cool things there and will continue to ramp that up. And so if you haven't found us on there, then do that. Please share that. Boot camp, we've made a few changes on this. So that's going to be refreshed and revamped for a different time. Convert your SOI and leads, smart plans. This is in command. One of these valuable courses, if you are having if your command database, or whether it's command or not, a lot of times people think that because it's command and KW, we're trying to push that. This is all just supposed to benefit your business. If you don't have your SOI dialed in, or at least your database set up, come to this. These are intended to increase your business and make your life easier. A lot of people will come and they'll say, hey, this is, my business isn't working. And be like, hey, what does your database look like? I haven't done anything for years. Well, how many opportunities have you had in the last 2 years to put that together and have us teach you how to get it done? So these things are available. If it's not this one, then do something in your database and it will improve your business. We all need that right now. We're feeling it. We've got our CE. We've got Jack over here. He's come to visit us today, but he will be doing our CE course on October 3rd, which is next week already, into October. Hope you guys have all your Halloween costumes already. I don't know. I'm late. I'm like the day before Halloween type thing. Okay, this is really cool. We've got our 2023 $1 million sales blueprint. This is the plan, our blueprint and our sales pipeline for 2024. Similar to our business planning clinic. What we are going to do is we're going to section this out into a couple different groups but it's all going to be on this day. So stay tuned for that, but put this in your game plan. In order to execute and to see your results, you need to have a game plan. And this is what's going to set that up for next year. So here, yep, we'll have it here. We have a couple different ones. If you don't hear anything otherwise, come here at 11 o'clock. It's 11 to 2:30. We're going to go over quite a bit. Lunch is provided. And what does it give a bio on this guy? Bill Pipes. Anyone know who Bill Pipes is? Big Tom Ferry guy. Tell us more. With over 100,000 coaching sessions, 50,000 hours of consulting, Bill Pipes is the most experienced real estate coach in the world. His extensive coaching and training experience includes 15 years with Mike Ferry, 5 years with Keller Williams Maps, and coach and trainer for the Everest Realty in Salt Lake City, 9 years with Tom Ferry. This guy has a ton of coaching experience, and he's going to come in and talk directly here. So plan on this. This will put your blueprint map together for your game plan for next year. Any questions on this one?
Or not, but I'll say to nice, that's what I do. But I've been told that they feel like this would be more impactful than bold.
More impactful than bold. Which, yes. Let's put it this way. We as a region, this is what we are doing as a region instead of bold. Because you guys know we usually bring bold in. You can travel and go to bold still. But bringing it in and doing it, this is what we decided. So the other thing that I failed to mention for family reunion, we don't know the speaker yet, but there is rumors that this speaker will sell out family reunion.
As soon as they name drop, it's the best speaker they've ever had.
And they're already, what, 2 million over budget? So family reunion this year, if you are on the fence, you don't want to be on the side of it's all sold out now once everyone has. Yeah, and it's a lot cheaper than it has been in other years past. All right, this is Amy. She's giving technology training on October 19th here, or in the executive conference room at 2:30. And we're going to talk about our agent production awards. So we want to celebrate you guys for an awesome August. And a few people we want to welcome to Keller Williams: James and Cindy, Waleska, Carolyn, Dave, and Lawrence Stansfield. These are all, any of you guys here? I want to make sure I didn't see them here, but if you guys run into them, then give them a warm welcome and share with them. Say, hey, I'm excited for you to be here at Keller Williams. Home runs. So this is, I won't go through every single name here, but I will take just sit on this screen so you guys can see that for a second. Home runs are anyone who has a closing, a contract, an under contract, and a listing. So a new listing, closing, and an under contract. Those three would be all in 1 month. Okay. Let's see, who's a few of our people here? Zula's here. We need to give the people here a round of applause. Who else? Who else is here? Cody, are you on here? I think I see you in here. Who else? Becky. Jen Gilchrist, Clint, Allred. What's a home run? Someone tell the person who is not paying attention what a home run is. Who?
Closing.
A listing, contract, and a closing. I tease Jen because she can take it, for one. And she's a good sport. All right, who else is on this list? Raise your hand if I did. Hiram. Nice. Let's give Hiram a call. Who else? You're in here. Let's see. I want to make sure. I'm just scanning real fast, so I could have missed something. All right, first listings with our brokerage. We've got Caitlin. She usually is here. We got Noah Evans, Tammy Morris, and Brian Simkoviak. That's a cool last name. Let's give all of them a round of applause. First closings with our office. Glenn Nash. Sari, tell us how you pronounce your last name. Olszewski. Oh, yes, Olszewski. I like that. Sandy Ewing and Alex Thorne. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, contracts closed, individual. Look at this. We've got pictures and everything. We've got Mike Carmody with 6 units, Jared Hansen, 5, Pedro, Chase, Rebecca, Hiram right here, Becky right here, Annie, Patria, Tammy right here, and Ryan Poole. Let's give all of them a round of applause. That is awesome. All right, that's our closed contracts. This is closed for team member Cody Watt, 7.7 units. Dave Weiser, 7.3 units. Emily Hayes, 6 units. Trent Bright, 5 units. Justin Hurd, 3.4. And Eric Garcia, 3 units. Let's give all of them a round of applause. All right, individual, this is contracts written. Annie, 10 units. Where is she? We need to celebrate her today too. Jared Hansen with 7. We got Mike, and then moving down, Mike, we've got Pedro and Clint. He is here. Robin, Becky, Nielsen, Scott Hurd, Ryan, Amy, Chase, Steve, Zula, Jen, and Tammy. Let's give all of them a round of applause. Guys, that's awesome. To get on this list, you need to sell 3 or more. So that's the bottom threshold. If you're wondering, how do I get on this list? Contracts written for team member Emily Hayes leading the way at 8 units. And following that up, we've got Dave Weiser, Cody Watts, Trent Bright, Cody Fellberg, he's right here, Justin Hurd, Ryan Pettit, and Tim Lowry. Nice job. Nice job, Cody. All right. Listings taken individual. Annie Cannon, 3 units, and Steve Judkins, 3 units. So listings taken, we can see usually that list is a lot longer. And some of us might have usually feel that as well. But let's give both of them a round of applause. Listings taken team member Cody Watts, Tori Tarver, and Cody Fellberg. Let's give all them a round of applause. That's awesome. Capper Club. So this is if you capped in August, then you also, we'll read your name off and then come up here and you get to get one of these capper gifts. Zula is here. Zula, Annie, Mike, Justin, Lori, Erickson. I see you. Scott Hurd, Jason Judd, Joey, Tammy, Hiram, and Steve. Let's give all of them a round of applause and come up here. Come up here so you can get your capper gift, or don't. Yeah, or just seated. You do not have to collect. Yeah. I know, right? Yeah, Yep, soon enough. That's right. We've got our Crimson Club awards up here. So those are the Crimson Club. That's all you have to do to win that is you just go up and take it, right? Just go up and take it.
This one says Crimson Club.
It is. Yep. We'll see. We'll see if your name is on that. Stay tuned, right? All right, here is the Crimson Club that they're trying to steal away. We've got Annie Cannon taking the top of the list. Annie Cannon, 16 units, 12.5 million. Let's give her a round of applause. Mike Carmody, 14 units, 8 million, and Jared Hansen, 13 units, 7.6 units. That is incredible. And no one is like, we're not happy to see Jared not on the top. He has been leading the way for out of the last. No, max 3. I want to say it might be only 2, but this Yeah, max 3, because over the last like 24 months. So yeah, at least. Anyways, it's an incredible feat. And for anyone to jump ahead of them is also an incredible feat. So we are very proud of all 3 of them and happy for all of them. All right. This is Crimson Club Wow House leading the way. Wow House in the house. We do have a Crimson Club up here for you. So anyone in the first place gets Crimson Club, they get one of those cool real ruby diamonds. Real. That diamond is worth $5.2 million. Crimson Club, if you need a reminder, is kind of our home run category. It's an accumulation of under contract, closed, and listings, taken those 3, added up into 1 month. And so that's how we come up with this. In second place, got 4111, 9 units with 7.3 million. And the Adams family Realty, that's Rob Adams, 4 units, 1.4 million. Let's give all of them a round of applause again. That's awesome. I do, because Cody, do you mind if we pick on you again? Again, being because we picked on you in the past. I don't know where our other mic is. Woo.
Hello.
What is different? What's been going on? Is it more the same or anything different that you have done? Because you've been at the top of the this list a few times, and kind of bounced somewhere in the top 3, that sort of thing too. But what's been consistent? What's been different for you and your business that we can learn from?
I think we've really worked on coaching our SOI through how to give us referrals, how to talk about us to their people. I've been coaching my people for months on sort of like trigger words to listen for. And then also just doing random things for them that get them excited to do that, I think has been really helpful.
So can we go deeper into that? Like, what are some of those triggers?
I mean, a lot of people will just casually mention that they're saving, and coaching my people through just, hey, when someone mentions that they're saving or they're not doing this because they're saving, just one follow-up, what are they saving for? 8 out of 9 times or 8 out of 10 times it's they're saving for a house. And so getting them ready to hear that and being ready to respond when they do hear it, and then just feeding it to me. But also those people, even that I haven't done transactions with in months, or maybe I've never done a transaction with them, giving them specific success stories from what we've been doing recently has been really important, because by the time I get a call from their referrals, or by the time they put me in a message thread with their referral, they've already been like, oh, you have to talk to Cody. Listen to this. They've been doing this. They got this for this person. So they're already giving a highlight reel for us of the recent past before I even talk to these people.
And I think what I heard is there's some coaching going into that as well for your clients too. Like what, there's some coaching, some things that your client, that that when they hear those triggers from people, them become a referral so that they're educated and know how to present that to you.
I think the biggest thing is everyone feels scared and nervous to bring up things they don't know a lot about, even to their friends, right? And they also don't want to be the one that refers. I don't know. No one wants to feel like they're trying to like build an MLM, and that's what they kind of feel like sometimes. And so telling them that, look, like your friends are going to love you if you're able to put them in a good spot and have them have a good experience. So like, let me help you do that. They're going to go get a realtor anyway. It may as well be someone that you are confident will take care of them. So let's talk through, how to get over that fear of the awkward conversation, of the bad referral. Let me tell you what's been going on for us and why, when that comes up, you really need to tell them that they need to talk. But also letting them know that, hey, you know me, you're around me. You know that I'm not a high pressure guy. I'm not going to make people feel awkward. I'll tell them what I can do. And if they never call me again, we're good.
Awesome. So I've got another question. If others have a question they have for Cody, I'm sure he's open to that. if I'm your client, what will you tell me? What do you want me to do if I have a referral?
Tell them I'm going to call them.
Okay.
Hey, I have a guy that you absolutely have to talk to because if nothing else, he can at least answer questions and get you steered in the right direction. And whatever you decide to do, and that's totally fine. He's going to be good with that because he's busy. So I'm going to give him your number. Just don't make me look bad. Answer when he calls. That's why I tell him to say, and it goes pretty well. It generally works.
Awesome. That's I like that. Don't make me look bad. Answer when he calls. Awesome. Anyone have any questions for Cody?
What percentage of my business this year? 90 something percent. Kevin and I, let's see, Kevin and I partnered in September of 2019. Yeah, September 2019. We brought on our first agent the following July. No, we're all buyers and listing agents. We all kind of are in different areas. I'm down in Utah County. One of my agents is North Salt Lake. I've got one out here in Daybreak. So we all kind of like have our own stomping ground to do everything.
I'm gonna say one thing too. I know Cody really well, and I think one reason why he's able to get referrals is because he provides an extremely high service. And it's not like, oh, I'm just getting a closing cost paid for. I'm gonna get closing cost paid for, then another $15,000-$20,000 app deal. It's like, I'm gonna drag this all across the board. I'm gonna go extremely above and beyond. So when you give somebody 10 plus experience, they have no problem using the pros. I think it's the way, just the way that it's being harder to get referrals. So if you give a badass service, you're likely to get it. I think that's one reason why it's so successful is because of the extremely high service that people use.
Don't make an offer on that.
What's that? Don't make an offer. Just with just be better at withholding information than these agents I'm working with. Don't
Awesome.
give away your leverage.
Any other questions for Cody? Cody, you're awesome. Let's give another round of applause. Thanks for sharing that info. Excellent. I didn't see, is there anyone from 4111 or Adam's family team? Just making sure. I'm just not seeing that. Okay. So we've got in our Crimson Club group category, we've got Peak Collective leading the way with 29 units. We're going to call that 15 million in production. That is incredible. The Wiser Group following that up with 24 with we'll call it 8 million in production, and Emily Hayes with 9.1 in production. Let's give all of them a round of applause. Anyone here that I'm from those groups? Yes. Excellent. What would you say? We're gonna give you a you're like, I'm not gonna raise my hand next time. What surprises you as far as the overall team business, as far as what you feel like makes you stand out?
What surprises me? Nothing surprises me. These are
What are you proud of that you guys
proud
do?
of? Yes. Well, personally, what I feel is the example that Emily and Todd sets for us. They are hardworking people who will go above and beyond for their clients. And you build that reputation. And it's so valuable out there because people talk. And I'm really happy to be part of this team. We're really creating something awesome. It's cool.
Love that. Love that. What's one thing that what's an example of something that you've seen that makes them go above and beyond?
Well, Emily said it the other day when we went to a listing appointment together, and she walked out, and she said something, well, you can call me anytime. I basically don't have a life. I don't know if that's good. There's some truth to it. Sorry, Emily, if you heard this.
Throwing her under the
They're
bus.
both out working, doing they're out there selling right now. Anyway,
that's just how I feel though. They will take care of you, and work so hard for you. And no, that's just, and also taking care of us in the team. I know I can trust them fully, and I know they're there for me, backing me up. And I have learned so much, and I feel, because I'm out traveling a lot, I'm kind of annoying that way. But I can do that because I have backup, and it's just amazing.
Yeah.
They're just good people.
I would second that. Yep, and seeing them. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. All right. Oh. We have our agent of the month, Tammy Losher. We need to bring her up here. That came up so fast. I need to have like a prep drum roll slide. Oh man, this look at that. That's for you to stare at yourself on
Okay,
your
so I can talk to myself.
yeah.
People
Yep.
wonder.
Tammy is not only like, she's just an amazing agent, been doing it for years. And if there's someone that's just consistent, it's Tammy. A good example of that, always on the ball. And whether it's showing up in the office and jumping into things and willing to push forward, she's a great example of that. And so just excellent agent, and proud to be in business with you.
Thank you.
Let's give Tammy a round of applause. Okay, and this next one is our culture icon of the month. And let me see, because I'm maybe a little bit better prepared, that I know that it's coming and it won't surprise you. This one is, I'll read it and then invite this person to come up. So in short time of being a part of Keller Williams South Valley family, this person's amazing consistency and amazing willingness to help others has not gone unnoticed, whether showing homes, performing open houses, holding staging classes, or providing a helping hand with events. This person is an example of our culture, caring, learning, and productivity, and we are very proud to be in business with her. It is Sari Olszewski. Let's give it a round of applause. Come up here. Sarah, you earned this great culture icon of the month. Yep. Excellent award. Are we doing a picture? Okay, we're doing a video. Those are always a little bit awkward. Yeah, just take a still of that. Excellent. Sari, thank you for everything you do and being a good example here. Yep. We'll give her another round of applause. Excellent. All right. That wraps us up for this. I did want to ask one question, and then we can see if you guys want to have a discussion around this, but it doesn't have to be long. The main thing I wanted to ask is, usually when we have a group of people here, is what challenge are you seeing right now in the market that is worth discussing for just a minute or two right now amongst ourselves? What's the biggest challenge that you guys are experiencing?
One thing I'm seeing is sellers don't want to come down. Sellers are not willing to take the bitterness. Take a little bit less for their house to get the compensations needed for buyers, because buyers are, they're asking for $10, $15, $18,000. Like, that's a big chunk. And at least in me personally, a lot of sellers are just kind of, from both sides, I'm seeing right now, sellers aren't willing to come down, and like, it's just not coming to sell. That's what I'm seeing, is that, we've had such a strong home price in Utah, and, sellers haven't had to lose any money.
Yep.
And unless you bought in 20, 21 and you're selling now, then maybe you'll lose some. But it's just right now, both ends are just butting up against each other until potentially one loses. And I think in this fall season, we're going to see sellers, after 45 days and 3 offers that they said no to, they're eventually going to have to suck it up and realize they're not going to get that extra $15 or $20 or $30,000 that they originally hoped for.
So in other words, listings are sitting on the market longer than we experienced in the past. Is that accurate? Other people feeling that?
Yeah. And I mean, from January to up until summer, we saw an increase. But, you know, I do expect home prices, in my opinion, to come down the next 6 months because rates seem pretty strong where they're at. And with the seasonal slowing, I think we're going to see a decrease. I think sellers in the next 5 to 6 months are going to swallow that pill of, I'm going to have to give up a little bit more than I expected to. So I think when you do have a listing, you're going to have to prep your sellers for that because, you know, what you saw 30 and 60 days ago is not what you're going to see the next 30 and 60 days.
Yeah, I don't know if other people have felt this, but the end of August, beginning of September, it was almost like it just turned off the faucet. The buyers just stopped coming around. Other people? Jack, you're just saying yes, you agree?
Well, I have a listing that I just put on the market 3 days ago. It's $179 a square foot, newer house in West Jordan. Amazing deal, and we've got 0 showings.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah,
No, 550.
yeah.
0 showings. I had an open house on the first weekend, and I had 3 groups of people come through the open house. No realtor showings.
Jack, do you have a comment on that?
Yeah, I was gonna say one of the best ways that I have seen for people to have ammo to be able to not just go into the conversation with their seller alone, but armed with some good detail is put it on board tour after a certain time and particularly ask the agents that tour it to give some feedback on price, because then you don't go in alone and you're not adversarial. It's collaborative, and they see that you've done due diligence as to maybe why there aren't showings or why there aren't offers or why the price is a little bit lower. So
Excellent. Well, let's just take 2 minutes on this, and who has a listing that they would like to bring up to the rest of the group, just as a hey, this one is on the market, kind of like what we just heard from Jen, so that we're aware of these listings that may be a great deal or something that our buyers would want to talk about. Tammy? Basically, what's the price, location, and anything else that we need to know?
So I have one that we pulled off a couple of months ago because the same, like we actually had gone under contract at 710, and they gave the people time to sell their house. So we were active time clause and looking at backup offers. And then those people were not very active or not very committed to selling their house, even though they acted like they were going to be, they were not. So we took it off, and she said she's going to do some updates and things like that. But I'm really nervous about her doing updates right now because we were at 710 and she wants to add like carpet and flooring and stuff. So I'm nervous about relisting it at a higher price. So thoughts on that? I would love it. And I'm talking to her tomorrow night, just if anybody is interested or knows, has buyers. The upstairs is done. It's 3,900 square feet. It is framed, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, everything done for an ADU. All that needs to be done is sheetrock and finish work, and it's ready to go. Separate basement entrance, everything. So I've talked to a couple of people looking at doing it off market. If there's anybody who has buyers that are interested in something like that, please let me know.
Awesome. Cody, you have one?
Right now is more important than ever that we are doing more than just showing homes, writing contracts. Like, it drives me nuts, but I also love it for my clients, how little negotiating is being done right now. Because agents are hungry, starving, they need a transaction to close. And I know where the leverage lies. You've got to find your leverage, whether you're a listing or a buyer. You've got to find leverage and apply pressure. Our listings are, we have one closing today that in 18 days, we had 2 showings, and we're closing $18,000 over list on one offer. But I did some research. I found out who the agent is. I found out what his production is. I know that he doesn't do much, and I know that he needs it. And so I work for one person. And it matters right now. So these people that I'm selling their house, we're going over list. We went a little bit over appraisal, and they're paying it. We're closing $40,000 below list, between concessions and stuff on their purchase. Like, those are the things that are making people want to go right now. Those are the only things that are going to get people off the sidelines with crappy rates. And I think that it's our job right now to really dig in and get better at negotiating, get better at finding leverage and using that leverage to benefit our clients, because otherwise we're just opening doors and filling in blanks on contracts.
Okay. Is any? Yeah.
I just wanted to add to that. I had a conversation with my lender today and I just kind of wanted to get a feel with the room. How many of you are seeing seller concessions and, you know, asking for seller concessions? Because I have it's a long story, but I had another, somebody I'm not representing reach out to me. You know, that's always kind of sticky. And they said, similar to what you were saying, Cody, is their agent is not negotiating for them. They're like, so I just kind of wanted to get a feel in the room because my lender and I have an opinion on this, but I wanted to see what everybody else's thoughts were on seller concessions. Percentages. Yeah.
Yeah.
My buyers are getting our listings if they want concessions, they're happy at price.
And I went under contract yesterday, representing a buyer, and it was the opposite scenario. We're shocked. We put in a low ball offer. We had a strategy, so we had some leverage to negotiate. We know that this is a freaking townhome, and he probably has at least 30, if not 40,000 in equity already. They just came back and said, okay. And we're like, are you kidding? It was the craziest thing. Nothing.
They're selling their clients on accepting something and don't be one of those.
Taking after you, I am submitting an offer on a $250,000 property at Delta. This parlay, but we're putting in an offer at 175.
175 and a $250,000 listing. I hope we get it. We'll see.
Yeah. Does anyone else have a listing real quick that we need to know about?
Yeah, so this one, we've had consistent traffic on it. We filled out a contract last week. They wanted more than $20,000 in concessions, and my seller was gonna budge on that. So it's a split entry in West Jordan at 479. Walkout basement, so top and bottom unit, 2-bed, 1-bath, laundry, top and bottom. And then it's a really good sized yard. So it's, it's tricky because it's a single family, but you can only, occupy the top or the bottom. I mean, you don't have to, you can do both. And so we're seeing people that are, family members, with parents that are looking at it, or just friends that are looking at it. So it's kind of like a non-legal duplex at 480 right off of 78th and 32nd West, roughly. So right next to Jordan Landing. So it's a really good area. The neighborhood's and subpar. But the location's really good on it. So
Awesome.
investors.
I'll throw one in there. We had a buyer fall through as well under contract, fell through for financing. But if you have any elderly clients that are looking for no stairs and need a cheap price, this is a condo on the main level without any stairs at all, which is, so that's in Springville for $325. Yep.
I have a listing coming up in West Valley, and I'm thinking this will be a good investor home. They're still purging. Let's just put it that way. They're on their second dumpster and already filled a storage unit. But it's a good house, good bones, with new roof, new, all the mechanical stuff is pretty new, all of that. It's going to need a little TLC, but most of it is cosmetic. And
Do you already know price?
so, yeah, so we're hoping just under 400, and it's just over 2,000 square feet, and quarter acre, and what else can I say about it? Yeah, it's really a good house. It just needs some love.
Okay.
And yeah, it's
So,
not on the market yet, so if anybody's interested, we can do an off-market deal.
So potentially an investor deal. All right, if you're looking for that. Okay, then we'll finish up here.
So I heard a mention of condos without stairs, ground floor condos. We are starting to release condos at High Ridge, which is in the Mount Saratoga development in Saratoga Springs. We'll have 25 buildings there. Each building has 2 ground floor condos. We also sell 3 units per building, or allow 3 units per building to be sold to investors. And those are in the low 3s. And so those still, with a 25% down, those pencil. Also Mountain Ridge in Harriman, Riverton, right across the street from Mountain View Village, the Harmons, the Costco, the 14-unit Cinemark. Fantastic location. We have condos hand over fist there, and townhomes in the mid to high 4s. So reach out to me. My name is Jack Andrews with Edge Homes. Reach out to me anytime. I can help you with any one of those at any stage of construction, pre-construction, completed, quick move-in, to build, whatever. So
Awesome. And then I noticed this one, Robin put there in the chat, she's got a listing there in Fort Union area, townhome priced at $399, staged and updated. So you can search that one for Robin if you have a client looking in there.
Yeah, so I've got 2 listings in West Jordan. One's over on 90th South, and it's a 6-bedroom, 5-bathroom, beautiful home. It has a mother-in-law apartment, its own entrance, separate parking. It's in a really, really nice neighborhood. It has awesome fruit trees in the backyard. I mean, it's got everything, nice vaulted ceilings. And then I have another one that's in the Boulder Ranch community, and it's in West Jordan also. It's for $675, and it's a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom. And that one's a really nice community. They have an HOA. It's only $45 a month. That includes the pool. It has 2 parks in the area. And I mean, for $45, I mean, it takes more than that to maintain your own spa or your own pool. So it's a great opportunity. So let me know if you guys have any questions about them.
Excellent.
So the first one, the acreage is, let's see, we've got it. So the square footage is 3726, and that's the one with the mother-in-law apartment. And then we're on a 0.27 acres. Yep. 675. Or sorry, no, 749.9. That was the other one.
Little bait and switch on that one. I'm just kidding. Awesome. Okay. Guys, thank you for everyone being here. Really proud to be in business with all of you guys. And if you need help on different listings or different thoughts or something, then bring those up and we can help you guys get those done. Pizza in the back. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.